Hello, my name is Kathleen Hua, and this is my ENME351 Lab 9 design project. I have created a lucky cat counter. So, similar to how you normally see a lucky cat waving at you from an Asian storefront, this is similar, except the cat actually senses when a guest comes in and also counts how many guests come in, or pass it, and also wave and blink, and beep. So, when a person passes within its range of about 40 centimeters, it'll detect, it'll blink and beep, and it'll wave at the guest. And this is made possible by the sensing done by the US 100 ultrasonic sensor that's embedded into its eyes. And as for actuation, we have the blinking LEDs that'll blink when it senses a person. It'll wave with the help of the stepper motor in the back, which is connected to this L293DH bridge. We also have a magnetic buzzer here that allows it to beep when someone comes in. So with the help of processing, I can visualize this storefront with the lucky cat, and it'll also display the amount of people that have come in. So it'll say welcome guest number whatever, to track how many guests have come in for the certain session. And this will restart every time that the code is restarted. So when you walk in front of the lucky cat will sense and wave both in person and in the processing. Triggering it again, you'll have a guest come by and it'll say welcome guest number however so many. And this counter will go up each time that the cat is triggered. Looking into the Arduino code behind this, we have all the values initialized for the pins and pin modes for each of the components, including the ultrasonic sensor, the stepper motor, the buzzer, and the LEDs. Within the loop, we have the ultrasonic sensor sending out pings in order to reflect on whatever object's in front of it. That'll travel back to the sensor. It'll measure that and determine the distance between whatever object's in front of the cat, which then goes into this if statement that turns on the stepper motor. So if the distance established, which I set to about 40 centimeters, or if the distance that the cat measures is less than 40 centimeters, it will add 1 to the counter for how many guests there will be, and also print that amount to the serial monitor, which will later be used by processing in order to actuate the processing visuals. And so it'll blink the LEDs when it senses. It'll also have the buzzer go off and make its 2 tones in G4 and F4. And then it'll have the cat wave just once. So here we have the code for actuating the stepper motor. Briefly looking at the processing code, we have processing taking the data from the serial monitor from the Arduino and running it here. This value is for the distance that the cat currently senses between it and the nearest object, and this is currently the counter for how many guests have shown up. So I've run this a few times and have not restarted it, so it is at 30. So we'll have the images included in the processing, and we have the code that will draw the array from the serial monitor from the Arduino into the processing code and separate that into variables of distance and counter. And using those, we can again have an if statement that says if the distance is less than 40 and the counter is greater than 1, so it's count at least 1 guest come in, it'll change the image to have a guest show up, it'll have the cat wave, and it'll have the little greeting saying welcome guest, however many number of guests there has been.